you're a good role model. Oh, you're a bad role model. I get it all. But the reality is I'm like, I'm actually not the role model. You're the role model. You are. So if you take the information I put in the world and you, incorporate that into your life, great. If you don't, then great. You're the role model. And when you think even about as a daughter, the examples that your parents set, what do you want to keep? What do you think didn't work out so well? What do you want to tweak and change? How can you learn? Even when I go back to my childhood, I think of the things that I loved about it, and I think of the things that, yeah, they may have sucked, they may have been hard, there were hardships. This woman said she went to the Olympics, her father wasn't there. I can tell you, the one thing that's gonna help you do is have a deeper, closer relationship with your child, because you're gonna say, I don't wanna do that to them. And there's that sort of transmutation of hardship and struggle into positivity, wisdom, peace. Because getting that alchemy down of transforming a setback or suffering into wisdom, strength, power, something that transcends, something that touches other people, something that helps the world, is about bringing and creating meaning, always. Because the meaning of life is not handed to you. You have to create it. And again, if there's something your parents said that you loved, incorporate it. If there's something they didn't, learn from it and transform it so that you can be better. The legacy, it comes from you. Just like every question in here. What is the legacy we want? Well, I know that obviously we want them to be healthy. We want them to have every opportunity. And so for that reason, we need to be educated and we need to know what to fight for so they have those things. That's important. We need to start worrying about genetically modified foods. We need to start worrying about subsidizing, corn and soy. We need to worry about dead zones in the oceans. We need to worry about these things. We need to know about them. We need to make our children aware. We need to change the way we live. We need to do our part. That's important. But I think, again, most importantly, it comes back to what my little sister said to my dad. What are you going to do every day to be better? What are you going to do every day to fight for you? What are you going to do every day to be happier? Because that's your legacy. It comes back to what I said of being the best you. That's your imprint. That's your mark. Who were you in the world? Who did you inspire? Who did you teach? Who did you help? And it's not a selfless endeavor. It's all one. It's like the more selfish you are, the more selfless you are. The more you get, the more you give. It's reciprocal. It's a currency. So when you wake up in the morning, think about, what are you going to do to make yourself happier today? What are you going to do to make yourself healthier? And trust in the fact that your legacy will be a byproduct of that mentality. And then get the skills. Don't take blind action. I'm running out of time here, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I know, but I have a minute and 42 seconds. By the time you got the question.
10 seconds.
Yell it.
Jillian Michaels, I love you. I'm glad you're the biggest loser, but here's my question to you. You are phenomenal. You are at the top of your level.
I'm so glad I took this question. Yes?
I'll take the mic, but I don't need it. I need to understand, outside of fitness and outside of business, how did you draw the individuals around you for you to trust them?
God, that's a good question.
How
Damn
were
it.
you able?
All right, hold on. I don't have time. Sit. All right, here we go.
I didn't even picture with you at the end.
So, here we go. Hang on. I gotta be quick about this because I have to catch a train to New York in about 35 minutes. So, this is so important. And again, this is in the book and it's in the action steps. And I will point to my business partner right over there who has changed the course of my life. And now, what you need to do, you've got to build support systems and you've got to look at yourself and go, I'm weak here, I'm strong there. I don't know anything about business. I don't give a shit. That's what he's for. I know I like to do this. Then I go to him and I say, I want to do this. This makes me happy. And then he figures it out. So what you need to do is and you know how I found him? He was my licensing agent. And by the way, I had a team of people, and I still have a team of people. And they're all like, except him. So, you know when someone's quality, you see the quality of their work, you see where they compliment you. If they don't, move on. I fired 1 million lawyers, I fired 1 million agents. I fired them all because they sucked. And I won't settle. Ever. I never settle. I know when it's not right. And I know where I need help. So I looked and I looked and I looked. And I found him. And when I found him, I made sure that he was compensated appropriately, because you have to value the people in your life that bring you value. And you know, my time's up. My business manager at the time was like, oh, you know, this is not a typical deal, and you know, what if this and that? And I was like, Steve, let's be really clear. We could make $100 million, and I could make 50 million of it. I don't know what I would do with the other 50, first of all. But second of all, that's a lot of money. I'm happy with that. Or without him, I can sit, you know, and make this much money and be unhappy in these ways. I chose him. Since then, I've been on 10 magazine covers. I've been in Super Bowl commercials. I've been here at these crazy conferences, which was him forming this relationship with Doreen Rainey. So you know when someone's quality. You cultivate that relationship. If it's not working, don't put the square peg in the round hole. Communicate your needs once, twice, maybe 3 times. If it's not resonating, move on and support yourself. Really quickly, an analogy from The Art of War, because I read all this shit. And in its own way, it's layered into unlimited. But when you look at an analogy of World War II, you look at the Allies. Our president at the time and Winston Churchill trusted their generals to do their job. Hitler, the most evil person ever, did not. And they were completely disorganized. He did not trust his people. He kept information from them. He didn't allow them to do their job. He was a control freak. He lost, thank God. But that was an integral part of why he lost when you study those battles. And it goes back to the art of war. So when you find someone that you believe in and you trust them and you've watched what they've done, you've got to let go a little bit. You've got to let go of that control, because they'll support you. They will lift you up. And again, it's all in the action part of the book. It's a critical action step. Run. Thank you